Going on to you, Gemini. So you have the Fool, the Devil, and you have the Lovers. The Lovers is Gemini. So you definitely popped out in your own reading. So honestly, right, and then you have the Four of Cups. Excuse me, the Nine of Cups. This right here, the Emperor, you got the Emperor right after. Oh wow. So this right here is about you, Geminis, upsetting a lot of people for a reason. Like, you Geminis are doing whatever it is that you want to do, and you're not dealing with peer pressure. You know, a lot of people think that they could boss you around, that they're a little bit too good, and that they could boss you around. You know, people that know you, and then now all of a sudden they want to switch up on you, and they want to act like, you know, you Geminis are the ones that are wilding. And you Geminis know why it is that you don't want to hang out with them anymore. It's because of these two cards right here. They're stuck up, they're snooty, they could be disrespectful. They low-key have a certain level of jealousy about you. And the Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess and the Four of Cups right here, right? This is about how you want equity while you're in a relationship, right? Any kind of interaction, any kind of relationship you have with a person, regardless of if it's friendship, romantic, familial ties, right? Or just acquaintances, there's got to be equity. If a person is looking to one you up, if they're always looking at it like it's a competition for them to be one, that's not a friendship. That's not a relationship. That's not familial ties, right? They're trying to basically build a case against you so that if the two of you ever go head to head, they will win, right? They will have more dirt on you than you do on them. And this is not what that's about at all. You know, that's not what this is about. What this is about is making a true connection, Geminis, is about you and the other person learning to grow together, as well as getting over the nonsense of having to throw it back in another person's face. And it's not about throwing it back in their face for the sake of being disrespectful or having to win in an argument or a disagreement. It's about, learning how to grow together. So a lot of you Geminis pretty much already understand this. And the Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant represents, it has to be equitable. You know, for you Geminis, a relationship has to be equitable. That's what the Six of Pentacles, especially in this reading, represents. It represents it being equitable. Some of the lovers, your relationships, your romantic interests, they act like it's going to be equitable, but it's not. You know, equal opportunity. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Fairness, what most people call balance, right? Fairness. If you Gemini say, you talk about what hurt you in the past, some of your worries, some of the greatest joys in your life, and the person should be able to talk about it to you, vice versa. You're right. You shouldn't always happen to be the one to open up, and then they throw it back in your face, and then they bashing you for it. That's a dub of a relationship if that's the case. So the Six of Pentacles, relationships have to be equitable. And then you have the Hierophant, a lot of Taurus energy coming through, right? Trust yourself. A lot of you Geminis been over here. Y'all know how to handle those type of goofy situations. You dub them because that's what it's there for. So let's clarify the love. Okay. You have the Eight of Cups, King of Swords, the Justice. That's what I was talking about. The Knight of Swords, and then the Three of Cups. Right? So the Eight of Cups and the King of Swords, right, is about how, because you Geminis are living well without having to have a burden of a person on your back, getting on your nerves because they refuse to give you equity. For what reason? I don't know. What narrative, it's doing them a disservice to act like you Geminis don't deserve any kind of respect. And then you have the justice, right? The justice, relationships should be equitable, right? Justice is Libra, right? When I talk about equitability, that's what the justice represents. That's what equality is. It's not equality in that perspective. It's equitability. Everybody having equal opportunity, and what works for one side can work for the other side. Equitability, right? If it works on one side and then it doesn't work on that side, we got to examine why it doesn't work and to leave that out. That's something that it is what it is, but leave that out. What works on what's good for the goose is what's good for the gander, So if you Geminis tell somebody something that's confidential, right, private, this person should be able to tell you something private about themselves, not just, tell you that they're going to keep a secret and then they wave it. You know what I mean? They talk about you behind your back to other people, and it's like, but you told them this in confidence. So that's what I mean when I say equitability. The Knight of Swords and the Three of Cups now is about how, and you're better off hanging out by yourselves than hanging out with somebody who's going to treat you like this. But ultimately, what it is I'm seeing here is that you Geminis are very good. You are getting, I will say this though. Right now, you're really on this time frame where it's like a lot of you Geminis are feeling what it feels like to be free the correct way. But when you Geminis are actually ready to date again and actually, because you're fixing yourself while it is that you're single. But when you Geminis actually decide to start dating again, y'all gonna be a problem out here in the dating pool, because a person gonna have to have some level of them being healed in order for you to take them seriously at all. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's ways to get private tarot readings, birth chart readings, as well as the books that I have on Amazon. And yeah, come through. Some people have been telling me that they want to come through and get readings, but they don't. Again, I don't necessarily have all these ads in the middle of my videos and stuff like this. So I'm not making as much from ads from YouTube. So you coming through definitely would help.